Well, there's drama at the Dragon's Lair. Hit like and subscribe, let's live the dream and see if we can fix this. What's up guys, welcome to episode number 26 of Living the Dream. Today we're playing FC Halifax Town in the Vanarama National League, and things are not going terribly well for us. You can see we've slipped to 4th in the National League, and since we last met against Wrexham you saw these two defeats. We lost 4-1 to Solihull Moors with Max Robson scoring and Alex Kirk getting sent off. Lost 4-2 to Yeovil with Jason Porter getting a brace and Robert McCormick getting sent off. Can you see a theme here? Lost 4-2 to Woking with Yeltsin and Torrent scoring, and then lost 5-1 to Stockport with Porter scoring. Things have not been going brilliantly, is safe to say. We need to start turning it around. We need to start turning it around quick, so we'll go straight into the game against Halifax and see if we can finally get our first win in about a month and a half. They're bottom of the table. If we can't win, we're never going to win. Let's see what we can do. So, we have a bit of an injury crisis. I've had to kind of put a makeshift team together, and that team is Omer, Barton, who's carrying an injury, which is definitely a concern, Mashevsky, Jones and McCormick are at the back with Mlenek, Hardy, Craig and Thompson Brown in midfield. I don't think we've seen this combination ever in midfield. And Torrent and Porter up top with Pollard, Moody, Mackay, Emery and Briggs on the bench. Things are looking a bit threadbare. There's so many players out injured, it's just silly at this point, injured or suspended. Let's just see if we can get ourselves a win using this incredibly makeshift side. In the dressing room, I'm told to say we're favourites for a reason, so let's see if that didn't achieve anything. We'll turn an interview because it's a telly game. Make criticism, you've stuck to be as defensively secure as the board would like. Will we see any improvements on that front today? Well, I want us to be defensively secure. We've got a whole bunch of problems with the board right now. So many problems with the board. I'll talk about them during the game with spotlight on the dressing room atmosphere. It's important, of course it is. Yeah, so the board have been trying to demand that I sign some high-profile players, and obviously that kind of went against the ethos of the series. So I've had to do it just to placate them. I've put bids in for some very well-known players. Most of them I feel it would probably arrive in Dream Team at some point because they all seem to spend a lot of time injured. But they're only on contracts to the end of the season if they come in anyway. We'll get to them when they come in. They might make a difference, they might not. We need the reinforcements anyway. We'll just see if it keeps the board happy for a little while. But we need to get the win today, and that's the most important thing. Thrown with McCormick on the left-hand side. Goes deep. Torrance looking for it. Heads on to Porter. Oh, doesn't get to him. Matty Rain gets rid of it. Craig to Hardy. Hardy back out to Craig. Craig through to Thompson Brown. What can he do? Thompson Brown gets a first chance to impress. Puts it just wide, unfortunately. Or gets tipped just wide, I should say. We have got ourselves a corner though, and Hardy will be the man to take it as usual. Plays it sort of awfully. If I'm honest, that was completely terrible. And Adebayo Smith was running at us, but we've managed to survive it. Throw in now with Barton. Can Freddie Barton do something here? Mlenek is the guy looking for it. Goes back to Barton from the header from the defender. Can Barton get a cross in? Plays it back to Mlenek. Mlenek has been sort of taken down. We've got ourselves a penalty, and Robert McCormick is taking it. I don't remember the last time I saw Robert McCormick take a penalty, so let's hope he can do a job with it here. Come on. Oh, it's been saved. McCormick goes for the second ball. Can he get it back to someone? Craig is there. Craig has a pop, can't do anything with it. Hardy should pick this up. I probably went a bit too energetic on getting that back. He could have just run for it, but there we go. Another throw in with McCormick. Looking for Thompson Brown. Thompson Brown doesn't really have any height, so throwing it to his head is probably a bad idea. We've got a lot of short players, actually. Craig isn't the biggest either, you can see here. He's about 3'2", running around under people's legs, and now Adebayo Smith is running at us. Ball goes out wide to Tavide. Or Tavide, I think it probably is. Anyway, he comes in at us. Can we do some defending? We've got very lucky there. We've been let off. Let off in the strongest way. Throw in now for Halifax, and Lowe is the guy taking it to Knowles. McCormick gets it back, plays it back, but Seaman is going to be the guy chasing it down to Woods. We very much need to win this back. Trickett Smith back to Woods. Ball goes over the top. McCormick should get there first. Back to Omer. We need to regroup here. We need to take our time. Ball goes forward. There's not really anyone there, bud. That's not the one. Mashevsky heads it away to Hardy. Hardy looking for Porter. Back to Trickett Smith to Woods. Woods goes over the top. McCormick should get to this. He does. Can we do something with it? To Craig. What can Craig do here? Craig with the ball forward, looking for Joseph Torrent. Joseph Torrent should be through on goal here. Can Joseph Torrent score for us? Oh, it's just gone wide. Just gone wide. That was the moment we needed him to score, and he's not quite pulled it off. Ferguson with a free kick from deep. That's really gone nowhere. Freddie Barton will pick that up. Plays it down the line. No one is there. There's a lot of no one is there on these long balls for a change. Mlenek picks it up. What can he do? We've not seen him do a lot for the club. He's been really bad today too. He's probably not going to finish the game if he keeps this up, as Adebayo Smith is through. Great save from Alex O'Meara, and McCormick will pick it up and should deal with this. Plays it short to Craig, and that is the end of that move. And that is half time. It's still 0-0. We are, in theory, the better side, but we're not really seeing it just yet. Time for everyone to dig in and give everything you've got left. Did nothing. They just don't listen right now. They just don't listen. Free kick now with Trickett Smith. Plays it over. Can we get rid of this? Mashevsky has headed it away. He's had a decent game so far. Tavide picks it up. We need to regroup here. Someone needs to do some defending there. I mean, sort of did some defending there. Has Adebayo Smith at the back post though. And we've conceded, and we are really in trouble right now. We're really in trouble. There's not even really options on the bench to fix anything here. I'd have to send on Moody for Mlenek. He's not got any pace left anymore, really. So that's rock in a hard place. Usually it's Mlenek coming off the bench to replace someone who's been bad, not Mlenek being bad, and that's a real concern. Throwing now for Halifax, I've made a few changes. I've had to rely on the old boys club. Moody, Mackay and Emery have come into the team. We've moved Jason Porter out to the left wing as well, which is probably not a place I want him in an ideal world, but it's what we've got to deal with. Cross goes over. What was that? This run is continuing, and it's not a good run to be on, and I just don't know what to do about it. I can only shout at the team so much, but they really need to get it together, and having these injuries isn't helping. Hopefully the reinforcements, some of them are far too good, by the way, to be coming to Harchester. Some of them are far too good in any universe to be coming to Harchester when they're not in the Premier League. But they're going to be sorely needed here, because we're just getting dominated again. We're getting almost FM'd, and it's just not the one. Throw in now for Halifax, low to Spence. Emery makes the tackle. He shouldn't have to be the one making the tackle, and Torrent heads on to nobody, because that's where Emery should have been. Woods to Bradbury. Ball goes forward. Let's get rid of this. Nico Jones puts the ball forward, looking for Torrent. Can't quite get there. Luckily, Nico Jones saw it, got hold of it, put it forward again to Craig. What can Craig do here? Ball to Mackay. Liam Mackay plays out looking for Gavin Moody, and there's his lack of pace telling. Luckily, Barton is there. What can Freddie Barton do? Ball across looking for Craig. What can Craig do? Craig has a pop. Keeper has just put it wide, and hopefully we can do something from this corner. It's going to be one of our short corners. They usually work out slightly better for us. To Craig. Craig puts the cross in. There's no one there though, or there are people there who can't get to it. Porter has picked up the ball. To Jones, back to Porter, into Torrent. What can Torrent do? It's a free kick because someone's offside, but the ball didn't go forward far enough for an offside to matter. And because when it rains it pours, Gavin Moody has picked up an injury, which is exactly what I wanted to see. So we're going to go with that and see if that's enough to see out this game. Hopefully it is, but I can't see it. It's just been awful so far, and full time is approaching, and I cannot imagine we're scoring 2 goals now, not with 10 men, not with things being as bad as they have been today. This run of poor form looks like it might continue for a while, I'm not going to lie. Luckily our only expectation was that we stay up this season, but you'd like to think we'd be able to do more having dominated the league in the early stages. Haven't changed anything tactically. It's just been players who've not been fit. Post-match interview, you suffered a disappointing defeat to Halifax. What's your reaction? It was a poor performance is all I can say. Back to the training ground. Absolutely, we are going back to the training ground. It wants me to be positive. I don't know what to do to be positive. That one. There we go. We'll be positive, but the players are training tomorrow. That's a fact. And hopefully, Harchester rocked by Moody quit rumours. More drama. He's on the verge of retirement following a broken ankle. Come on, buddy. Come on. It's 8 months. It's very possible he'll retire. We'll try and keep him in the game. I don't know. He may just have to walk away, or I guess hobble away gracefully. We're going to come back, assuming we're not in any job danger for the Scunthorpe game, though. That seems like a good place to come back, because we're going end of the month to end of the month. So we'll come back for that game end of December. Hopefully that will be a time when I've turned things around. In the meantime, though, guys, thank you for watching. I have, as always, been Chasing Lamely. You can find me on the socials below. That's Twitter, Insta, and Patreon at Chasing Lamely. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because liking and subscribing is good for the channel, good for you, good for me, good for everybody, good for the soul. Magic Graphic will remind you to do that, because if you haven't done it already, I mean, I've been asking you for several years now. Come on, do it. Just do it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you all very soon. I've been Chasing Lamely. Have a good one.